right? Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so we are talking about the career, and all of us, we are here because of the career day that we are having as a Limu class. And we want to thank you so much, the parents, the students, and also the teachers for joining us for this particular event. I want to say that it will be the first of its kind because it's the first time holding such an event. That's why it's really important to us. And I'll take us through maybe the order of the day and get to look into why do we need career and why is this day. So maybe you can just move to the next slide kindly. All right, on to the next one. All right, I want to start with the hierarchy that we have of Elimu Plus from the top to the what? To the bottom. At times, you know, I tell parents that the students, they just know me as the principal, but they don't know my name. Yeah, so maybe from this presentation, we'll get to know the leaders that are there and get to know the functions for each department. Now, when you look at the top, we have our directors. Yeah, that is the operations manager, and we have the quality assurance. Yeah, who can tell us the name of our operations manager? From a student. Who can try? All right, so we don't know her, but we are going to know her today. Yeah, then from there we have the teaching staff and the non-teaching staff. Yeah, so for the teaching staff we have the principal. Yeah, I'm the principal. Then we have the Dean of Studies, Mr. Denzel. Maybe you can just wave. Yeah, he's there. He's in a nice suit, right? Yeah, maybe you can just stand up. We want to see you. Yeah, so he's the Dean of Studies, right? Yeah, then from there we have now the head of schools. Yeah, the head of primary. Just wave if you are there. Yes, just stand up. We want to see you. Yes, hi, that is Teacher Mary. Then we have Teacher Emily as well. Teacher Emily, are you there? She's out. We have Teacher Cynthia, head of middle school. You can stand and wave.
Hi.
Yes, thank you so much. We are happy to have you. And of course, the head of the senior school, Mhenga mwenyewe, Mr. Terence. Yeah, just say hi. Yes, is our Mhenga. Thank you so much. Then from there, yeah, that is when now we move into now the class teachers. Yeah, some teachers are here. If you are a class teacher, you can just stand up and wave. Yeah, the teachers that are in the room. That is Teacher Mercy. Yeah, just wave. Yeah, we are happy to have you here. Then from there now we have the student leadership. Yeah, Sasha was in, right? Yes, you can wave. I saw you somewhere. Hi, we are really happy to have you. Then now that will narrow down to the class representatives and now the students. Now when you come to the non-teaching staff, we have the management, the HR. I don't know if Madam Lynette is in. Madam Lynette, are you there? She's outside. We have Madam Claire, the accountant. Just wave. We are happy to have you. So parents, yeah, the messages that are coming from the accountant, they are coming from her. If you have a problem with them, now you can see her. So she's the one. Then we have, of course, the communication and events. Miss Rhoda, are you there? I know she's busy. Oh, she's there. Yeah, we can wave back. Yeah, thank you so much. Then we have the parents' representatives. Yeah, one of them can just stand up and wave. They were here. Yes, you can just wave again. Yes, our dancer for the day as well. We are really happy to have you. Then we have now the head of department, the welfare department. Teacher Juliana, are you there? She's over there. We can wave back. Yes, thank you so much. Teacher Emily, the guidance and counseling. Yeah, she's dealing with a lot. Huh? Yeah, I'll also visit you soon. I'll come. And yeah, we are happy to have you. So that is really the hierarchy that is there. You can just move to the next slide kindly. Yet another one. Another one again. Another one again. Thank you so much. So, Elimu Plus. Yes, I want to talk about us. And I'll be starting from here because I can't really read there, but I'll try because I have all the information here. Yeah, so when you talk about Elimu Plus, is a learning institution that offers the full-time classes, that is for the online classes, and we have the home-based classes. And we give high quality, not just quality, but it is what? High quality what? Education, that is holistic in nature. So whereby the learners, they're able to thrive academically, socially, and even the extracurricular activities. And we want to talk about the systems and the curricula that we have. We have the CBE. CBE is the competency-based education. So we have that, and we have the 844. So for the 844, we only have the Form 3 and the Form 4. That is for the Kenyan system. And for the British, we have the Cambridge that we are doing. Back then we were doing the EdExcel, but now we are doing the Cambridge. And we have other systems, like the American systems that we can also offer. We have the IB that we do offer for the tuition classes. So just move to the next slide. All right, so those are the vision and our core values. And you can see the first one is to build students that are confident and purpose-driven. And actually, the gist of the day is about the career. And we want students to be having a purpose in life. And seeing you dressed in the attires that are pertaining to your careers, then it shows that you have got a what? A purpose. So that is the first vision. Then we also have students that are creative and critical thinkers. All right, so we have to think what? Critically. And from the activities that we have for the day, you are going to attest that really we have talents in Elimu Plus. And they are very creative and they are thinking critically. Then we have number 3, spiritually grounded. We started with prayers, isn't it? Did we? Yes, and Teacher Mercy here. That was really good. The songs and the worship. So we also nurture and bring up students that are spiritually grounded in the Lord. Then we are equipped with the 21st century skills. And actually, that is all about the online learning, because I tell people, back then, I came to know how to use Teams when I was in the university. But now here comes a PP2 student, just using Teams easily. So with that now, we are able to equip them with the skills that are needed in this day and age. And we also have prepared for the meaningful careers. The word there is what? Meaningful, okay? So we have meaningless careers. Maybe you'll tell us. If there are others that are meaningful, I'm saying so because when we were collecting the information, I just realized no student wants to be a teacher. So I don't know why. Do we have teachers in the room? They are not there, all right? So maybe Mwenga, during the panel, we want to know what is wrong with teaching. We are going to look into that as well. So those are the values that we have and the kind of students that we want to prepare. So just move to the next, kindly. All right, thank you so much. So why Career Day? Yes, really, the students, they are dressed up and they are so smart. They are smart, right? Let's clap for them. Really, it's really amazing. We are seeing doctors, seeing engineers, seeing nurses in the room, all right? So we are really happy because career is a dream. So you dressing that way will mean that you have got a purpose. And you have got a what? A dream that you want to work on. So ours is just to ensure that we are able to bolster this. So that one day it be what? It be an experience. So really, I do love reading books, and there's this book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And this guy, there's a habit that he says that you start with the end in mind. Yeah, so if a student wants to be a doctor, then that is what you are starting with right away, all right? Yeah, so start behaving like doctor. You can approach me and tell me, Mr. Principal, I've just seen you and there's something wrong with you, so I want to treat you. So we want you to behave like doctors, we want you to behave like engineers and all that. Yeah, so if we start with this in mind, then we are going to, focus, and we are not going to space out just to ensure that we are able to achieve this. Yeah, so some of the things, number one, we want to prepare the learners in their careers. We want to guide them. We want to nurture them. We have to make sure that this dream is what? Is achieved. Then also, as you look, the point 2 there, we also want to introduce them to the careers that are there in the world, okay? Yeah, and the ones that are new, you know, at times, there are some careers that were there back then. Now they are no longer what? There. And you find a parent telling a learner that, you know, I want you to go and study insectology. That is the study of insects. I don't know if the career is still there. Yeah, I didn't see any student that want to study that. I'm not saying it is bad. Yeah, so you want to study insectology and you want to deal with the insects. You know you are not Solomon. Are you Solomon? Yeah, because we are told Solomon was the wisest and he could learn the language of what? Insects. So I'm just trying to say that there are some careers that phased out. Yeah, so this day we also want to look into the careers and the careers that are there that are connected even to the emerging issues. And also, we also want to help learners to understand the careers that are there, and we want to connect what we call the classroom and knowledge to the outside world. You know, in class you are being taught, but now when you go outside, now you are what? Applying. And with the help of the teachers, with the help of your parents, with the help of the school, we'll ensure that the careers that you are planning to be, yeah, you are going to achieve them. And let me say something. You know, in the bit of the careers, there are so many influences that are there. And one of the influences are the school, then we have the teachers, we have the parents, they have got a say, all right? Yeah, they have a say in your career, okay? Your parent will tell you, I want you to be what? A doctor. The teacher will also tell you a different thing. Yeah, so we just want to say that in this meeting, we want to look at the influences that are there and see how we can reach what we call an access point. Yeah, so that all of us, we get into the careers that we want. Yeah, so the day is packed and we'll be having a lot for the day. And we prepare this team, the panel team that will be coming along later on. Yeah, just to guide us where we have the Mwenga who is ready. And we just want to be ready to answer the questions that are there. So as we continue with this meeting, yeah, we want you to prepare those questions, yeah, so that we may answer them. There's something that one of the writer, I think that is Malcolm, said about education and the future, that the future belongs to those who prepare for it, what? Today. So we have to prepare for the future, what? Today. You know, you can't just wake up one day and become a doctor, can we? We can't, right? Yeah, we can't wake up the other day and say that now we are engineers. It's so difficult, okay? Yeah, so we have to prepare for it. There are some things that we have to do now, yeah, just to ensure that now the future will belong to us. You know, there's something about commitment, and what I know about putting efforts and also commitments will mean that all of us, we are committed to something. Yeah, so even if you are committed to doing nothing, that is what? A commitment, and you know, you are going to achieve something from it. Yeah, so what I want to tell us today is let us now commit ourselves, yeah, to achieving these careers. Let us commit ourselves to ensuring that we be whatever we want to be in future. And now we are going to work together with teachers, we are going to work together with parents, we are going to work together with the school, so that we make the students to achieve whatever they want to achieve. Are we together? Yeah, I hope we are okay. Are we okay up to that bit? Yes, thank you so much. You can move to the next slide. Yeah, so really, we want to ensure that the students, they have the skills that are needed outside here. Yeah, the technical skills, there are the skills in the engineering field, in the medicine and all that. Yeah, so we want to prepare them, all of us. Yeah, the teacher will have a say, the parent will have a say, even us as the school, so that we ensure that now we are bringing up students, that are ready to face the world. Something we have to know, the world must be changed. And as we transmute the world, we are changing people. Yeah, so we want to bring up students that will be able to give the solutions, to the problems that this world is facing. Yeah, so thank you so much. We welcome you again to this day, and we are here to learn. So I'm done with the presentation. Do we have any question? Any question? Kuna swali? So we are good. So thank you so much. I continue to welcome you. And we have an array of activities for the day. And I hope we are going to do what? To enjoy. Yeah, so thank you so much. And back to you, the MC.
All right, thank you. A round of applause. One more appreciation from Ms. Campus. Apologies once again that breakfast has been delayed. It's going to be served in 10 minutes. For real, this time. 10 minutes. Yeah, we are ukweli. It's here, so it's going to be served in a few. But before that, I'd like to invite our director, Madam Helen. So let's invite Madam Helen to come and speak to us. Karibisheni Helen, founder. Karibu sana Helen. She looks gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're dressed like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Karibu sana.
Hello, hi everyone. Hi, how are you? Aki najua mko na njaa and I'm really sorry, okay? But breakfast is here. I am happy and glad to be here. I thank the Lord for this day. Indeed, it's the day that the Lord has. And what should we do? Yes, we should be glad in it. So, actually what I'm trying to do right now is to do a short activity as we wait for breakfast to be served, okay? But it's not really an activity, but I'd like us to recognize some of the people who are here, and I'd like them to actually come in front and say something. I will start with the parent representatives. If you're a parent representative, kindly stand. Let's clap for them as they come. So this term, we decided to get parent representative for various levels. We have the primary level, we have the middle school, and we have the senior school. We did this during our AGM, which was held sometime this term. And they were the selected parents to be representing all the parents. What does that mean? The parents will tell you what it means. Thank you. Let's welcome Madam Dilha.
Thank you, Director. I love that. Director looks good on you. Good morning, everybody. Principal, teachers, parents, nice to meet you. Students. The future, either the future or the present. I feel like you're the present, right? We've been told that what was that quote? Yes, the future belongs to those who are working on it today. So my name is Bilha. I am mother to two students, plus Raphael, who's in grade 6, and McKenna, who is in grade 2. And we've been in the school, I think this is our third year, if I'm not wrong. So we are old-ish by some standards. And yeah, I'm the parent rep of primary school. And so what that looks like is, other than meetings and all of that, is the parent rep position is just a collaborative position, right, between the school administration and the parents. So we are like the link in between. Does that make sense? Hello? Yes. Yeah, and so if there are any issues, perhaps, one of our jobs as parent reps is like, if there's an issue raised by a parent, you guys can come to us and then we can raise that issue. I've seen us also like responding to WhatsApp messages. Like we are just that link in between the school and the parents. And it's an honor to serve you in that way. And so if you have anything maybe that you'd like to raise, like some sort of feedback or questions, we have actually been allowed to receive that on your behalf and then to translate that to the administration of the school. So questions, feedback, complaints, whatever that looks like. We're not experts, but we are just collaborating in that sense. So it's good to see every one of you. Thank you so much.
Let's clap. Thank you so much. They should tell us what they do. Sinikaria Day? Yeah. They should tell us what they do. Actually, they should tell us when they were young, what did they want to do? Then what did they end up becoming?
I feel like when you're young, you have phases, right? There's the phase where we all want to be doctors. Then we watched Ben Carson, and we all wanted to be neurosurgeons. But you guys, I don't know if you're old enough for those days. But anyway, I did want to be a pilot when I was younger. Nilinyues tu kidogo. But I'm in project management and I'm in tech. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's welcome David. Welcome,
Thank you. My name is David. I am the parent to Dayanara Wambui. She's in Form 3. It's somewhere there. See her? She can wave. Oh, she can wave. So it's I'm very glad to be part of the school. Actually, for us, it has been very progressive. I think one of the best decisions, one of the best things that happened to us this year is joining a Limo class for various reasons. I think being in the home setting, I didn't really know that it would be possible. But thanks to a Limo class, we are enjoying being in our own space and learning that way. I think it's the future, if I'm not wrong. In terms of what she said, my father was in the military as a commanding officer, so I really wanted to be in the military at some point until I noticed that, or I realized the older I got, he really got to a very senior position. So I realized if I joined the military, I would be forever in his shadow and trying to fit into those very big shoes. So I deviated, but what I took from him and what I took from that experience is I took the discipline of being in the military, and that is what I really took from him. In terms of what I do for a profession, I'm in the television and broadcast industry, so I'm a cameraman by profession. So I do a bit of photography on the side, but I see the world in that particular square, so I do a lot of live sports broadcasts for those who watch football, cricket, athletics. Whenever we're having those kind of settings in our country, I'm one of the people who do a lot of the live broadcasts. So that is what I do. So yeah, I'm looking forward to interacting with you. It's an honor to be a representative, to be here, and what would be the bridge. It's a very critical role, so I wanted to represent the parents well.
Thank you so much. You can have your seats. So let's appreciate them for one more time. Okay, thank you. Last but not least, I'd like to invite student leaders. If you're a student leader and you're here, kindly come. Let's clap for them. So once again, this term, I think this has been a very blessed term because it's the same term that we decided to choose student leaders. We had elections at the beginning of the term and students chose their leaders. So karibuni sana. I think it's only one. This is Sasha. Najua sasa kusema hata sijui kama ni Shasa ama ni Sasha. But I don't. She will mention her name. Karibu sana. She is Miss Elimu Plus. Sim Claire. Kwa nini mko na wivu?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sasha Wanjiru, and I'm Miss Elimu Plus. And today, I don't know if I'm alone or my fellow students are coming, but when they come, I'm glad to see them all. I'm so happy that all of you made it here today, and I see your faces and all my teachers in person. You are all so beautiful, and I hope you have a great day today. Yeah, thank you.
Before she sits down, I think she can tell us what she wants to be, and if this is what she has always wanted to be. Amekuwa change. Maybe you can tell us.
When I was in lower primary, I wanted to be a teacher. But when I grew older, I had a cat, and whenever she was sick, I would never want that to happen. So I wanted to be a vet, and yeah, that's what I wanted to be.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. But I can't believe a cat should change your dreams to become a teacher. Yeah, thank you. There's one career I realized that it will always stay. Teaching career. Ninaitetea because I'm a teacher. Why? Because like for her, she wants to become a vet. But who knows? She can become a teacher of vets. Like, as in any career you choose, you can become to teach people to do what you do. I'm sure even those who, like for example, David, I'm sure he mentors people. And by mentoring, you are teaching. So there's that one career that you'll always be. If you are a parent here, which I believe we have many parents here, you are always a teacher because you are teaching your kids. And of course, another career, you're a doctor. Actually, when you're a parent, unakuanga na career mingi. When you're daktari, when you're counselor, when you're kitu. So, thank you. I'll take it over to the MC as we confirm if the breakfast has been set. Asanteni sana. Just maybe one thing. I didn't kuna kitu nataka kusema. I didn't say what I wanted to be nikiwa mdogo. So, what I wanted to be was atatuambia pia yeye. So what I wanted to be ilikuwa inaenda ki-progress. When I grew up, I didn't have many role models in my life. Unajua sisi wenye tuna grow up ushago and then you're in a public school. So the only role model is who is the only role model? It is your teacher. Ni wangapi wako na experience kama yangu? Nasikia tu akiwhisper. Amku grow up ushago. No one was in a polling station. Anyone who went to a polling station, like okay, a public school. Hakuna mtu alisomea public school. Hakuna. Oh, I can see. Yeah, I can see we are many. So the only role model was a teacher. But funny enough, I never wanted to become a teacher. I never even dreamed of. In fact, I was like, no, I don't want this. So what I wanted to become was, when I graduate, one moment I want to become a nurse. The other moment I want to become a doctor, and I think it's because unaenda class unasikia watu wakisema nataka kuwa nurse, nataka kuwa doctor. So you want to be what people are becoming, not because you even know what you want to become. But I really used to admire teachers. For me, in my environment, teachers know walikuwa make it in life. In my environment where I was. So anyway, yeah, and I ended up becoming a teacher, which I'm proud of. And actually, I became a teacher in the most weird way. Aki hapa mtanicheka. I don't know how, but najua mtanicheka. Maybe to say one thing. When I was in primary, I was naturally this person who loved teaching my peers. Like mtu akiwa na shida, especially in maths and sciences. Akiwa na shida, I'm just there to assist. I'm teaching them. And then they're like, fanya hivi, juu kesho kuna exam. Aenda tu hapo mbele tufunze juu. They could like, time exams walikuwa wanajazana kwa desk yangu. So inabidi nasimama pale mbele na wafunza. And that usually used to happen exams ikikaribia. So I could teach and people would be like, hapana, wewe uko unatufunza. wachana na mwalimu wetu. Unajua sometimes mwalimu alikuwa atufunza tunalala, especially in chemistry. Alikuwa atufunza tunalala. So they used to tell me, utakuwa mwalimu, everyone. I remember even there's this book, kuna hii kitabu inaandikanga hapa, unaandikanga ukienda kumaliza form 4, where everyone writes for you something. What was it called? Autograph. Was it an autograph? They write and then una supposed kwenda kufungulia nyumbani after umemaliza form 4 some. So everyone was like, you will become a teacher, you're going to become a teacher, and I honestly never wanted to become a teacher. Simply because kuna walimu walikutanga teaching practice. And when they came for this teaching practice, they suffered. They suffered. Students can make you suffer. Alafu I used to see how students in my school would be like, my peers when I was schooling, they would be like, wana discuss kenye mwalimu amevaa, mara amerudia nguo yenye alikuwa amevaa last week. And you know, I was like, me, I don't want that career. Hiyo career yenye, as in, there was so much that was like making me not want to become a teacher. But it was inside me. I loved teaching. I loved interacting with people. But I was running away. So how I became a teacher is, when I was selecting the university and the course, I selected the university and I selected the course. But weirdly, I selected Bachelor of Education Science. But no one told me Bachelor of Education is becoming a teacher. It's embarrassing kuambia mbele yenu. No one told me doing Bachelor of Education Science was becoming a teacher. For me, I knew I was just going to do some science course because I loved science. So I remember niliadmitiwa university, and then tulikuwa tunasimama kwa line because tuliambiwa if you've chosen Bachelor of Education Science you have to register at least 2 subjects. One mathematics and because it's science, a maths and a science, like the STEM subjects. So you select only 2. And then now nikiwa kwa line tukiselect, I had a conversation watu wako like, unachagua gani? And I'm like, mimi nitafanya maths and chem. Unataka kufunza maths and chem? Nikamwambia hapana, si. As in I was confused. Then that's the moment I learned doing Bachelor of Education Science meant I needed to become a teacher of maths and chemistry. It was so shocking, it was so embarrassing. So nevertheless, nikaambiwa siwezi change course at that point, so I still did it. I tried to change, hata sikuwa najua nataka kuwa nini, but I tried to change, running away from teaching, but haikuwa successful. And to be honest, I'm really happy and proud that I became a teacher, because if I wasn't, honestly, sijui ningekuwa wapi. Anyway, thank you. I've poured too much, so anyway, bye.
Round of applause for Madam Helen. Is that a question? There's a question for you before you settle down. There's a question for you.
Hi. Hi. How are you? I'm good. I wanted to suggest, since we did an election for students, we got a leader. I feel like the word Miss Elimu Plus is a downplay to the title. I feel like that should be like Miss Integrity, Miss something else. For her, you should call her, or I raise a motion that for her, if parents and students agree, let's call her Madam President, because you prepared her for a realistic position.
Okay.
I agree. How many agree?
All right, so there's a suggestion to switch titles from Miss Elimu to Madam President. She practices. Looks like majority of the people are in for it.
Yes.
Madam Helen, do we pass it?
Yeah, of course.
All right, Madam President, it is. We salute you, Madam President. Change of titles. Thank you for that great suggestion. She asked me to share what I wanted to be when I was growing up. So first of all, it's interesting. Inspiration can come from a cult. Guys, pay around you. Be present in your surroundings. The inspiration is right there around you. So when I was growing up, I wanted to be a doctor, and then I moved to lawyer, stayed with the lawyer all the way to class 8, now education is becoming more real. When you were younger, you perform. PP1, PP2, then I call mathematics, started giving me a challenge, and I go, you know what, I don't want to do this. I got to high school and I changed my mind, I want to do nursing. And then I finished Form 4, and my parents say, nursing, for who? What? Why? You're not going to do nursing. So I'm one of the people whose parents dictated what they're going to do in university, and that was hard, and it felt very harsh. And my parents decided that you're going to do education. And I thought I'd still negotiate with him, okay fine, if not nursing. And he wasn't giving me reasons why not nursing. So at some point I insisted and he allowed me, fine, go look for a school. So I went to Mater Hospital, has a nursing school called Cicely Macleay. So when I was there at the hospital, they're like, okay, this is what you need. Somehow I had qualified and it was a go, but my dad was still not for it. So it's like he said yes, but he had a plan. So one time, my brother fell sick and I had to spend a whole day in the hospital. And the drama I saw in the hospital, nilijitoa. Nilijitoka, I can't handle this. There was a lot of things that happened on that day, both the emergency side of things. Yes, a lot happened and I said it's fine. So I go home and I'm determined because I want to assert myself. I know what I want, so pick a new dream. I went and told my dad, okay fine, I'll go to media school. I want to be a reporter, a journalist. All these people you see on the TV. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ruto, President Ruto. No? Okay? So that is what I wanted to do at that time. But my dad again said no. And maybe a lesson to the parents. I don't know. Just listen to the story. My dad said no. You can't do that. You won't thrive. I kept wondering, is it that you don't believe in me? Is it that you don't see it in me? And I had so many questions, but at that point, my dad was my dad and his word was his word. So he sends my brother, tomorrow go to KU, do ABCD, School of Education, and in a few months I was signed up in KU to do education. And that was hard for me because I felt like you've taken away my autonomy to choose for myself. I can choose for myself, I know what I feel, I know the things I like, but you say no. As who? I mean, I understand, you're my father. And so I went for education. Again, I wanted to do mathematics. I wanted to do a business course. I had a plan. I'll go do business, and then over the holidays, find a way of convincing him to pay for me school fees to join School of Insurance, so that when I'm done, I can get into insurance. I don't know why I thought insurance or something grand, but anyway, that was my plan. I get to KU to register, and I think that was Dean School of Mathematics looks at my report card, and he asked me, "You want to do business?" Business is fine. But you know in KU we combine business with mathematics. And I won't lie to you, if you didn't get a straight A in maths, I had something far away from a straight A in maths. So he says, if you didn't get a straight A in maths, do not register for mathematics in campus. People struggle with mathematics in campus in a way that's just not pretty. And he told me, I am not against you, I want you to do what you want to do, but please make an informed choice. Then he sent me to other, that man was kind, he sent me to other lecturers because, unafikiria na kudanganya? Acha nikutume kwa watu wengine. He sent me to School of Mathematics, told me to speak to different people, and they were of the same opinion. And they showed me transcripts of people who are very smart, got into KU with very high grades, but mathematics somehow took them out. So I ended up registering for English literature. I did education, first year again. Connects to the statement you shared with us. I was very nonchalant. Okay, go to class. This is not the course I chose. I didn't want this. And then when I was going second year, I remember, like, this is your life. It's going to be your future. If I don't work for it today, if I don't put in the work, it won't cost my dad who made me do the course I didn't want to do. So I doubled down, worked hard, and graduated in education. And yeah, so I am a teacher by profession, as taught, and doing other things currently. So I want to tell you, if you ever need to pivot, deviate, it is possible. Parents, allow us some wiggle room to share our passions and the career paths we want. Give us guidance and allow room for both. But yes, I enjoyed teaching when I was teaching. It's a beautiful career. That's it. It's time for tea. It's time for tea. It's time for tea. I'm going to request one learner. What? There was a sign. You want to use words? Child. So would like one learner to say a prayer for tea and then we'll be out. One volunteer. Anybody? One learner. Your mom is a learner for life. Any learner? Any learner?
The one who sighed.
The one who sighed, Raphael. That sigh of relief. Come, pray. Come. So Raphael will pray for tea and then we'll head outside.
Let us pray. Thank you, Lord, for this being a good time. Thank you that you have guided us and blessed us throughout our lives. Lord, thank you for everyone that has arrived here safely. Thank you that you have protected them in their coming, and even may you protect them in their going. Lord, even as we break, we go for breakfast, Lord, may you bless it and make it and give us energy. Let's then pray.
Amen. Amen. Clap for Raphael. Thank you so much. Right. Tea, breakfast has been served upstairs. We wash our hands to the right. We wash your hands, go upstairs, enjoy your tea. Please, as you're taking tea, get to know someone new from the community, meet a new parent, meet a new learner, and find out what they do and what they wanted to do before. Make sure you connect to somebody new. Enjoy your break. So the sinks are to the far